Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here and clicking on the channel. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm mostly bringing subscription boxes to you. I'm going to start doing some knife reviews. I decided to buy a bunch of knives from Temu and AliExpress and start giving you some reviews. These knives are all going to be from AliExpress today, and I'm doing a little bit differently than some subscribers, or I'm sorry, some YouTubers. I like watching their videos. A lot of times you see people, they're really kind of comparing, can you get that $200 knife for $15? I'm not really approaching it like that because I don't think you can. The whole debate on whether they're clones or counterfeits, I don't know. I can't, I'm assuming they're not real. I mean, sometimes I wonder, because I mean, honestly, a lot of products we get in the United States are made in China. Okay, they just are. And people always say, "Well, buy American, buy American." Well, I try to buy American too. I do, but most things are made in China, and even a lot of the knives that we buy from high-end knives are made in China. So are some of these blems? Are some of these taken off the same exact lines? I don't know. I don't know. But like some of these are like even Benchmade and Kershaw, Gerber, MKM, I can't imagine that they are real. So I did not set out with the intention of, okay, I'm interested in this particular knife from this brand, and I'm going to try to find it and see if I can get it for that price. What I simply did was, I'm looking at knives on AliExpress and Temu. Are there any knives that I think look cool, that look good, that I might want to buy? Are they junk or are they any good? That was my big question. Are these all just trash? So that's kind of how I'm approaching it. If you're a collector, these are not the knives for you. They're not. Also, if you've got the money and you see a particular knife that you want, I recommend you buy it straight from the manufacturer. That's the only way you know that you're going to get that correct knife. I'm not even sure, honestly, I'm not even sure if Amazon is legit all the time. So, yeah, I definitely, if I was a rich man, I'd buy every one of these knives straight from the manufacturer, but I'm not. So, the question really is, for the average guy who maybe, they like knives, but they're not, not really a collector, but they like to actually use their knives. They actually take them out, they use them. Are any of these good or not? And that's the way I'm approaching it. And so with that, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera and try to give you a top-down view so you can actually see what we're doing. All right, be right back. All right, let's get into this. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to set these aside. Obviously doing one by one. We're going to start here with this little MKM. Now, again, doubtfully a real MKM, but comes in, looks like a MKM box. Everything looks good on it. I paid $10.25 for this knife. Okay, plus shipping and handling. So you got to remember that shipping and handling for most of these is gonna be right about $2.99. If sometimes you can get deals on shipping and handling. I got some deals during the holidays. Also, I think your first order you can get free shipping or something like that. So, but let's take a look here. Okay, so right off the bat, the construction looks good. Doesn't look bad at all, actually. That blade is centered, if you can see that, if it's bright enough. It's got a pretty close to a deep carry clip. It's got a wire clip to it. Tension on this clip is good. It's not too firm, not too soft. The scales on it definitely don't feel like regular plastic. They could be. I don't know if these are M10 or some other specialized. I don't know. But they don't feel like cheap plastic. They feel good. Huh. Interesting. Let's see how it opens up. Ooh, stiff. And I just got myself too. Yeah, I don't like how stiff that is. But you know what? I can probably work on that. A little bit of knife oil. Yeah, very, very stiff. That's no good. But maybe some knife oil. It's got like a stone washed blade. It's got this cutout here. I don't know if that's for anything. I don't really care for that. I like the blade. The blade looks good. The manufacturing overall looks really good on this. I'm not complaining. The clip is reversible. So that is the knife. Hopefully the camera will focus in on that. We'll see though. And how does this thing feel? Okay. Definitely small in the hand. It's got some jimping up top here. Definitely you're not gonna, I wouldn't, yeah, I don't think I'd put my finger right there. It's got a good choil for the first finger. Nothing for that pinky there. It feels a little small in the hand. Let's see how sharp it is. It's hard to tell. Ooh. Okay, not bad. First one is not good. Let's check the Gremlin Gore. Alright, so that took a little bit of a pull. It took a little bit of a pull. Not bad. So, I mean, it's somewhat sharp, not horrible. It's got a big spot for like a lanyard right here. Do I like this? I wish it had more of a purchase for your pinky there. But if you want to bear down on this or get on that, it's got a liner lock. And I'll tell you what, for $10.25 plus shipping and handling, yeah, I'd buy this. This is a cool little knife. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Yeah, I mean, it's, this is not cheap, like a cheap manufacturer like I would expect. And that's my big question, you guys, is are these knives worth buying? Are these knives any good? Forget about, who's making them. I don't know. I don't even want to get into that. But, if you don't have the money, would you pay $10.25 plus shipping and handling? So what, $14 for this? I would. Nice. That goes in the like it pile. I like it. That up here, I don't know if that's going to be in camera anymore. Maybe not. That's definitely a like it. Okay, so the second knife we've got a Gerber. Okay, the box on it's a little messed up. That is something else that I've noticed with all these knives I'm getting from AliExpress and Temu. A lot of the boxes are really destroyed. Could it be that, that's why they wind up where they're at? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, probably just poor shipping, but then again, it's like a lot of them have been really, really bad. Okay, so this is a fixed blade. This one is a little different. This says Bear Grylls on it. Okay. I'm gonna pop that thing open. It's just a standard sheath, polished sheath. Nothing exciting about it. Not super high quality. It's definitely got some manufacturing, that could be cleaned up. But, does it hold the knife in there really well? Pretty well. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't feel like it locks. Okay, you got this orange paracord, which I like that feature because, I mean, it's always good to have paracord. I mean, you could take this apart if you needed to, if you were in a dangerous situation. The manufacturing on it, I don't really know a whole lot to say about this. You know, there's not a whole lot to it. But the grind on it looks good. It's got a nice thick blade to it. I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't bend or anything. It's solid. It's got a nice big choil for your main finger there, and got really, I mean, I don't even know if you call that that's jimping, I guess. That's pretty aggressive. Wish it had a little bit more of a handle to it, but you know what? That's not bad either. $7.48, guys. I paid for this. $7.48. So with shipping, I mean, maybe a little bit of tax. You're talking about $11. $11 for that. Let's get it centered. There we go. Huh. Let's see if it is sharp. Ooh, I don't think this one is sharp. Ooh. Okay. This does not feel very sharp at all. That's a negative. Let's see. Oh. Wow. That is actually one of the dullest knives that I've ever gotten, I think. I don't like that. But you know what, though? The metal on it's really, really thick. Let's see. You know, a lot of these have got numbers on them. I didn't check that on the other one. Let's go back for a second. Does it give a blade steel? This one does say Italy. Doubt it, but you never know. N69060, something like that. I can't tell. You know, I don't know. This one says, yeah, I don't think that's even blade steel. I think it's just like an identifier. Would I pay $7.48 for this? You know what? I'll bet that I can sharpen this thing up really, really well. Now, if you know, these are probably all going to be really cheap steels. So will they sharpen? Will they hold an edge? That's a whole nother conversation, you know. I may have to use some of these knives for a while, come back, sharpen them again, and then do another video and see how they hold up. But you know, I think I can probably get a pretty good edge on that. You know, whether I'd buy that one outright again or not, I don't know. I'm torn on this one. I'm torn. We're gonna go medium on that one, just because I do think that it can be sharpened. I do think it can be sharpened. Okay, what do we have next? Oh yeah, this one is going to be interesting. This was a 5-piece knife set. Okay, five-piece knife set that was $5.83. And I don't think there was shipping on this either. So this was $5.83 for 5 knives. Now, I'll be honest, guys, I'm not holding out hope for much. But we'll see. We'll find out. You know, are these throwaway knives that you can use a few times and toss away? Are they... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Do you guys remember Cracker Jacks? I don't even know if those are still around. A Cracker Jack box? Now, you wouldn't get a knife in a Cracker Jack box because... you know, those are kids. But I'll tell you what, if you could get a knife in a Cracker Jack box, I think this is about what you'd get. Oh boy, wow. Yeah, this is what it is. And, you know, I mean, hey, I pretty much knew that these were going to be cheap. I don't think I realized they'd be this cheap. I mean, the question is, are these even usable for anything? Yeah, it's got a little clip to it there. Well, the blade is holding strong, which is surprising me, but yeah, man, guys, these are bad. These are bad. Feels like it might be sharp. That's crazy. This cheap little piece of junk is way sharper than the Gerber. That's crazy. It's like little razor blades. Okay. So, would I buy these for $5.83? No, I would not. I would not recommend these to anybody. A gag gift? I don't even know. I mean, the thing is, some of these cheap knives, you know, you can use as just kind of throwaway knives. You're gonna throw into something and then, you know, use it a few times, and if it breaks, no big deal, not the end of the world. I wouldn't even trust these things. I mean, these things I think I'm just gonna throw in the trash. I mean, I kind of knew. I mean, I kind of knew they had to be cheap. I don't think I knew they'd be this cheap. I mean, yeah. So these are beyond dislike. These are wow. Those are bad. What are you gonna do? Okay, so what's up next? Okay, so next we've got now this says it comes in a Benchmade box. Like I mentioned before, I was not going through looking for like a Benchmade knife or a Gerber knife. I saw knives that looked decent and I thought I'd try it. I'll tell you what, everything about this looks legitimate. Doesn't mean it is. It says Benchmade 535 Bugout. Okay, so this Bugout's a pretty popular knife. Boy, I tell you, it's got a nice quality box to it. I mean, it all looks, I mean, it's got care instructions. It all looks legit. It actually comes with a bag. So what did I pay for this guy? I paid $13.97 for this guy. So this guy was a few bucks more. The construction of it on this one is also pretty good, it looks like. But I'll tell you, these scales do feel cheap. These feel like cheap plastic. They don't have a G10 feel or any other kind of nicer quality plastic. I mean, they feel, I don't like those. Let's see, is that blade, ooh, no, and again, it's probably too dark, you probably can't see, but that blade is not centered. Unless, oh, wait a second. You know what? The blade is black and I'm looking down through the mat. It is centered. Yeah, it is centered. Interesting. It's got a somewhat of a deep carry clip. The clip is, I mean, it's fine. It's not a great clip, but it's fine. No, it is reversible. Clip is reversible. It's got an axis lock to it. Let's try the thumb stud first. That was pretty smooth. Okay. Okay. I'm not the best at, swinging these axis locks and knives, so, if it looks kind of funky, that's just me. Some people are, I tell you, and you do have to depress it all the way or it will lock. I don't know. It's got, I don't know if you'd want to call that jimping in here. Again, it's got the axis lock, but maybe some jimping there. Not the most comfortable. The blade looks fine. That's a kind of a standard drop point blade. I forgot, I didn't think I said on this little MKM. Boy, this MKM, if it opened up well, would be a really nice knife, but what kind of blade would you call this? Modified? Yeah, it's kind of a modified, I guess. Yeah, kind of a modified. .530V. I don't know if they're saying that's a blade still. It says Benchmade on it. Let's check this guy out and see how sharp it is. Okay. Decent on that side. Let's try the Gremlin cord. I think I budged the camera there. It's all right. We'll let that settle down. Come on now. Okay. That took a pretty strong pull. That took some pull. It's not super duper sharp, but it's not bad. I'm not sure how I'd feel about these. You know, I'll tell you something else about these knives though too, is that pretty much, you know, if they are clones or counterfeits, however you want to put it, you know, they're going to be pretty much the same size and feel, I think, of the regular knives. So, you know, let's say you're thinking about buying a $200 knife and you're just not sure, but, you know, you see something that you can buy with shipping for maybe about 15 bucks and you want to try it for a couple of months. That's one way to do it. And then buy the real thing. Because I'm not sure I like this knife. You know, hold it up. I think these are pretty popular knives, but I'm not sure I really care for it. Would I buy this for $13.97? Maybe. I'm iffy on this one. But I think for some other people, they might love it. I'm iffy on that one. But that is a medium as well. Some people that might be definitely a good knife though. Okay, so we got one more. We've got, this came in a Kershaw box, saying it's Kershaw. Okay. Now I paid $10.33, not including shipping. $10.33. Let's see. Okay, this one's got a little bit more heft to it. It's a little bit heavier. Gosh, here's another one that the construction looks good. You know, I'll be honest, I was kind of expecting the construction to be really poor on some of these. Okay, so the blade is centered. This one is not skeletalized, so it's got a piece in the middle. These scales, they don't feel like cheap plastic. They could be G10. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's not deep carry. Oh wow, that clip is, man, that clip is tight. Too tight. That's a pocket shredder for sure. I don't like that. It's reversible, but it's a different kind of reversible. It's not the other side. It's down here, so that means it's going to carry upside down in your pocket from this method. So that's kind of a odd thing, but I guess maybe for some people they might like. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. See how well it opens up. Oh yeah. It's got a liner lock. I do like how quick that opens up, man. That thing just pops open. Now, I'm not a big fan of serrated knives. My first knife that I had was serrated. I bought this really just to review for you guys. Some people like them, just not for me. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's super duper sharp. Well, that pull through is actually a little bit easier, so it's not bad. Huh. This is not a bad knife. It's not my exact style, but still overall, it's a good knife. So if you like that serration, man, I love that assist. It's a quick assist. The blade just looks like it needs to be cleaned a little bit, but the blade looks good. The cutting of it looks good. You can see the grind marks a little bit, but patented, you know. But it says right on here, China. So at least they're honest about that. You know, it's made in China. I think some of the Kershaw knives are made in China, so is it possible this came straight off an assembly line that's for Kershaw? Could be. Not bad. Okay, so yeah, there's a tiny bit of jimping up on top right here, but it really doesn't do anything. It's got a really nice choil first right here in the front. This is comfortable in the hand. This one was so-so. This it wasn't. It's all right. I mean, it's light, which is nice. I mean, the difference in weight is, you know, a lot. This was all right. Not the most comfortable thing in the hand, but this is super comfortable in the hand. This is actually a nice knife. Would I buy this for 1033? Absolutely. I mean, for me, you know, I wouldn't because of serration, but you know, if I like that, yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, I'm surprised. I got two that I definitely like. Two that I like, but there's a couple little things with them that but they're kind of medium like, but they're not bad. And then this pile of rubbish over here, which is, you know, that's just kind of, that was just for fun. So, you know, this little MKM, I really like. I just got to do some work on it, get that sucker to open up. Yeah, it kind of grabs, but I really like that one a lot. I'll carry that actually. This guy, the Kershaw that we just did, that one's good. There's nothing wrong with this. If you like the serration, that's awesome. The Gerber, you know what? It just needs to be sharpened. This would be a good campsite knife. This would absolutely be a great knife to take camping and have in your camp gear. And then this little guy, I'm kind of torn on this little guy. I do like how light it is. Boy, you wouldn't feel that much in your pocket. It's not bad at all. I'm actually surprised, guys. So we got 5 out of the first 5 we've done. I don't know how many we'll do next time, whether it's 4 or 5, we'll see. But out of the first one, we got, you know, 4 pretty good knives. Pretty good. So that's what we got so far from AliExpress, and I am going to put in links in the description. If you are interested in buying any of these, I'll put in, you know, I'll have those links so you can go straight to them. I don't know if I said so in the intro, but I am going to go ahead and it's going to be an affiliate link. You know, so I get a little bit off of each one. You know, am I going to actually make any money doing that? No. I mean, the purpose of that, honestly, is, you know, maybe I'll get a little bit of credit so I can actually buy a couple more knives to review for you guys. So that's all that is. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, bye-bye.